Heartbreak and hope in Texas this morning after catastrophic floods. At least 82 people have died, mostly in Kerr County. This is outside San Antonio. Dozens, though, are still missing, and that number includes children from Camp Mystic, one of multiple camps along the Guadalupe River. Many now question if there was enough advance warning of this. CBS News correspondent Jason Allen has been in Kerrville, Texas since Friday. Jason, I think we spoke as soon as you arrived on the scene. Help us understand how bad things were and how things look today.
Well, it's been stunning for people, Errol, to see the extent of destruction. And this is in an area of the country, a part of Texas, where they know it as Flash Flood Alley. There have been many flash floods here in the past, and even the extent of this one surprises them. It's a combination of extreme rainfall you can get with moisture moving up from the Gulf and very thin layer of topsoil. Officials here say that they rescued more than 850 people over the last 3 days, some of them from the tops of trees and others from rooftops.
Hundreds of first responders spread out across the Guadalupe River. They climbed over debris piles, searched mangled cars, and combed riverbanks that floodwaters scoured. Torrential rain caused one river to surge nearly 26 feet in just 45 minutes early Friday morning.
We're at Camp Mystic looking for our kids.
Children's summer camps dot the shoreline of the Guadalupe. At Camp Mystic, an all-girls summer camp, the river started running through cabins where children were sleeping. Nearly a dozen 3rd and 4th grade girls are still missing.
We're looking for places that they're going to potentially be alive.
Further down the river, the flooding ripped through homes and campgrounds where families were staying for the holiday weekend.
We're still hoping for the best, but that's about all we can do in that, and pray.
Brian Blackbird came to the house his family owned, looking for signs of his sister and brother-in-law, Beth and Hutch Bryan. They had friends staying with them. Only one escaped.
He said he and Martha made their way, fighting the current around the house, and that's when she got swept away.
Amid the heartbreak, incredible stories of survival.
All of a sudden we just hear somebody say, "Help, help!"
Sisters Natalie and Emily Rayford said they spent 20 minutes trying to pinpoint those screams. Then they said an 8-year-old girl who had floated 6 miles from Camp Mystic appeared from a pile of debris.
Did you ask her what had happened, how she was able to make it?
Yeah, we asked her what happened, and she said that her cabin was flooding and someone opened a window and she just flew out of it.
The sudden rush of water reached this RV park, packed with campers.
Everybody on the level where the water is in right now, they were barely getting out with their pajamas on and their dogs. And their
Lorena Guillen said in the rush to wake people up, they could only watch helplessly as one family was swept away.
Just hearing those kids screaming, it was very, very difficult.
Texas Governor Greg Abbott said no one anticipated the severity of the storm.
The moment in time when they knew the magnitude of the water, it's a difficult decision whether or not to begin evacuating people or not.
And despite deadly floods here in the past, there is no outdoor warning system here, no sirens that you will find in other parts of the state. Instead, they rely on forecasts and rely on predictions from the National Weather Service. Now, local officials have talked for several years about adding one of those systems, specifically back in 2017. They balked at the time because of the cost. Greg Abbott did mention yesterday that the state is going to look now at fixing that, and Errol, President Trump is expected to visit the area on Friday.
Yeah, wow, such an eye-opener for so many people. Jason, you got so many incredible stories from people there over the weekend. What are you seeing today?
You know what really stands out to me, and especially from this position here, Errol, is how you look around and away from the river. We're about 100 yards or so. It doesn't look like anything happened. The leaves are still on the trees, very different from when we would be in a hurricane zone or after a tornado or a fire. And yet when you get up close to the river in the impacted areas, it's unrecognizable. In some cases, I've had to ask people what was here because you can't tell. Everything has been washed away.
Just shows how quickly things can change and then revert back to normal. Jason Allen, we appreciate your reporting. Thanks so much. And the heavy rainfall that's been causing that catastrophic flooding in central Texas, it continues to be a threat today, with flood alerts in effect through this evening. And to the east, the remnants of what was once Tropical Storm Chantal is bringing the threat of flooding to parts of the mid-Atlantic. For more on your forecast, let's bring in meteorologist Scott Paget with CBS News New York. Good morning, Scott.
All right, center portion of the country, potential of more rain in the forecast. Looking at right now, the activity, satellite and radar showing, yes, still some more storms through parts of Kansas. Zooming our way down through parts of Texas, it has just been a devastating situation. Recovery efforts continuing and flood alerts still through parts of central Texas. More flooding rain cannot be ruled out. From there, turning our attention closer towards parts of what was Chantal, continuing to work its way off towards the northeast, raining itself out through parts Virginia. So looking at that just a bit more, you can see making its way from the southwest to the north and east. Zooming our way down, flood alerts also in place. Flood watches through parts of Virginia, stretching away through parts of the Delmarva Peninsula, even closer towards the tri-state area. So widening out the view a bit more, the other concern, the potential of severe weather. As we go through the day today, there is an enhanced risk of severe storms from South Dakota all the way down through parts of northeast Colorado. So, of course, the potential of strong to severe storms there. It is something we will continue to keep our eyes on and make you aware as we go through the remainder of the day today.
Oh, Scott, thank you very much.